morning and welcome to day 6 of Vlogmas. Still looking at mayhem around me. It takes much longer than I thought getting everything back. I'm thinking, how on earth did we fit all this in our old wardrobe? Plus, where do I put stuff? Because I have a completely... Our clothes is one thing. That's not a big problem, because that has got some logic to it. But then we have bed linens, tablecloths, curtains, all that kind of stuff. So I'll just keep going. Hopefully at some time during the day I can stop doing it and start thinking about Christmas preparations. Speaking of Christmas preparations, I figured out yesterday that the Christmas box from Sue is ready for pickup in the neighboring town. So not where I live, but the next town over. And everything, the address was correct and everything. So it's the mail service that's done a mistake. They've sent the parcel to the wrong place. And then I realized we're going there for quiz night, because that's where we're going for quiz night, and we're going to quiz night tonight. So I can pick up my Christmas box tonight instead of having the postal service sending it to me via their system, because that would take 3 or 4 days, at least 3 days. So I'm picking it up there tonight. But enough chat. You're here to see me opening my advents, or not only for that, I hope. Let's see, we'll start with the advent from Sue, day 6. Speaking of Sue, go check out her Vlogmas, because she has some really naughty gnomes that get up to all sorts of shenanigans, and it looks like the one I knit for her is the instigator. So I'm just really happy that my gnomes are behaving themselves. But she doesn't have a cat keeping hers in check. I have 3. That might be the reason. But it looks like the one I knit for her is the instigator. So check out Sue's Vlogmas. It's on the Distant Stitches channel. Enough about that. Maybe we should look at the yarn from the advent. It's a lovely, let's see, lovely grey with golds and greens, and the extra. This was all sorts of fun. Look at that. Look at that sheep. It's even got a front and a back. So you can tell it's the back side of the sheep. It's got a tail and everything. Really sweet. So that's going in my box with the rest of the stitch markers from Vlogmas. Keeping it in a safe place, so I don't lose any of them. Today is day 6. And let's see what's happening here in my Bird and Blend. And we have 2 bags of, what does it say? My eyesight is going. I'm getting old. It says good calmer turmeric tea. And take a moment for you with this cocoa, turmeric and ginger brew. I hope it's not too much cocoa. For some reason I don't like tea with coconut and cocoa. And coffee, for that matter. When you make these fancy teas with coffee beans and cocoa beans and coconut shavings and everything, I don't like those. But I could do with some ginger, because I think hubby's head cold is viral because I'm getting it. I could just be exhausted because I've done a bit too much the last few days. So I'm really exhausted. I've got aches and pains everywhere. I'm all over the place today. So sorry about that. What's the extra today? It's the fiber. Oh my. It looks like a giant sweet. It says Ferrero on it, so I've never seen one of these before. But she's Norwegian, so it has to be something you can get in Norway. But it says Ferrero on it, so I suppose it's a chocolate. I'm going to stop babbling and make myself some breakfast, and then keep on carrying stuff into the bedroom. I'll see you later. Sorry about the horrible lighting and the hair. I have what I'm doing now. I'm filling up these shelves. On top I have a nice basket that says storage. There's scrap yarn in that, and I think I'm going to keep on having scrap yarn in that. I might use it for gloves or mittens or something, but we have other places to keep those. Trying to have this tripod in the bed, and I have a cat in the bed that's really annoyed about the tripod, so he's trying to remove it. So sorry if the camera is a bit shaky. I was going to buy some baskets to put in those shelves because it's easier to stack things in baskets. As I was saying, I have a cat in the bed who's really annoyed about the tripod. Could you please leave that alone? Thank you. Thank you very much. It's Vlogmas. You get to see what I'm up to. So I'm thinking this bin fits exactly into one of those shelves. So I was thinking, what am I going to keep having this bin? Because I have some old tablecloths that I inherited when my mother passed away. I also have loads and loads of shawls. Some of them I'm thinking about selling, but I have to keep them somewhere. And I also have lots of shawls that so I'm thinking about maybe changing out some of the shawls in rotation. And putting these shawls there instead, so I can use some of these shawls. Like this one. I really love this one. It's so my colors because I love orange. So I might put that in rotation. But I'm going to keep these. That's why I actually took the camera with me in here now. Because I wanted to show you some of these shawls. Because I almost forgot myself that I have them. Because they've been hidden away in this bin. I've taken some of them out. Some old ones that I never blocked. They're too small to be used properly. I might keep them somewhere and then block them and try to sell them. They don't look that nice because they're knit in Koni, 100% non-superwash yarn, so they're itchy. I don't like to use them. So I'm not sure what to do with them. I can't keep all of this. I might just donate them. And this is a beautiful shawl that I knit with yarn that Sue bought me. It's I sent her the money to buy some I think it's flock fibers, is that right? It's single ply, and I told her to buy me 3 colors that went together, and she bought these 3 colors. And I really love this shawl. And this is one I think I might put in rotation. But then I have to pick something out of rotation and hide it in this bin. because I have limited space in the hallway where I keep the shawls I'm using. This is another beautiful shawl. And yes, it's Andrea Maury's Birds of a Feather. I think that's what it's called. That's the wrong side. This is the right side, I think. Or is there a wrong and right side on this shawl? You can tell by the increases, the way they look, that this is the right side. And I really love this shawl, but it's big. So it's a lot of work to wear. So this might also, and the reason why I'm using plastic bins, we haven't got moths this far north. But I'm not risking it, because there has been the occasional moth that has gotten this far north. So I'm not risking anything, and I'm keeping my shawls and my yarn for the most part in plastic bins. And this is a one skein shawl, and I'm going to use like I do on the podcast, by the way. I'm going to put up who made it, what designer it is, and what the name of it is. I can't remember what yarn I used for all of these. I think this is something monkey. Help me. I'll put it up at the bottom of the screen. I shouldn't have done this because I have all this. I can't remember anything. This is a gorgeous shawl that I've never used because it's so big. This is Don't Panic. I remember that. And the yarn is some commercial yarn I bought from Hobby. And the shawl name is Don't Panic. And I really love this one. It's beautiful, but I've never worn it because this is the sort of shawl that you wear on your shoulders in summer. And it's a wool cotton blend as well. And now I can tell I haven't woven in the end. There's only 2 ends to weave in on this shawl, so it shouldn't be a problem. So this one is also in this plastic bin, and I'll try to remember to wear it. This is an Advent shawl. This is knit with Viking Nordlys, and the pattern is by Bitta Mikkelborg, and it's an Advent shawl. There's a different pattern for all the days of Advent, and I don't wear a lot of scarves. I'd probably say Advent shawl. It's an Advent scarf. I don't wear a lot of scarves, but it was a lot of work, so I'm keeping it. And this is Close to You, I think is the name of it. And this is I'm not sure, I can't remember, but this is one of those one skein shawls. I don't use them this time of year because they're not big enough. I can't remember the yarn. Maybe if I can find it on Ravelry. I'm not sure I can. Not all of these are on Ravelry. This is also a Viking yarn, I seem to remember. It's the same pattern. I made several of these. The good thing about these is you can make it as big as you want, because you can just keep going until you run out of yarn. I need a big one for Sue, this pattern, and I just kept going. And that was a Sober Ball something. It was one of those really big ones. So this shawl I'm going to put in rotation, and I'm going to pick something out. And this gorgeous thing is by Borland Knitworks, and it's really, really big, but it's so pretty. Maybe I should keep this in, put this in rotation. It's on the bigger side. As you can tell, I have put knots at the end. I saw somebody do that with a shawl that's got a really narrow ends, and I really like the way it looks. So I might put this in rotation, but then I have to go out in the hallway and pick out some shawls that I don't use and put them in this bin instead. I think this bin is going to fill up rather fast, or should I say quickly. You're probably tired of hearing that, but English is my second language. And this is by Casapinka. I can't remember the name of it. It's sort of a cowl slash poncho, except the pattern is, this is not a poncho or something. And this one I really love. This is something Sue knit for me. And it's also sort of a cowl slash poncho slash shawl. It's really versatile. And it's also in here because I keep forgetting that I have it. And this it's more appropriate for spring or fall because I can't wear it. I can wear it like a decoration almost on top of other clothes, but I don't do that. And this is a combo of my yarn and other people's yarns. And this is also a really beautiful shawl that I don't wear enough because it's tucked away in a bin. So I think this is also going into rotation. Be interesting to see what shawls I pick out that I don't want to. And this I'm keeping for sentimental reasons because I knit this for my wedding. I wore this on top of my wedding dress in the church because there's something about not having bare shoulders in church. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I knit this in a really pretty sequenced yarn, and I wore this over my wedding dress in church. So this I'm keeping for sentimental reasons. But I could keep it somewhere else, not with shawls. And this is also flock fibers, single ply. I'm pretty sure. I think it was a price actually. I think it was a price. And there's something about those colors. I'm not sure. But this is not going into rotation. And I don't think I have, the only thing I have left in here, I'm going to put in my stuff for things I'm wearing, because this is a really nice cardigan to wear around the house this time of year because it's really, really warm. And it's the Throwback cardigan by Andrea Maury. I didn't put buttons or buttonholes in this because I knew I was going to wear it open, because I'm going to wear this in the house. Doesn't work. It works as a jacket in spring and fall. But because I have had it tucked away, I have never remembered to wear it, but I have special coat hangers that are meant for knitted stuff. So I'm going to put that in my wardrobe so I remember to wear it. And now I'm going in the hallway and picking out the shawls I'm going to put in here for storage. I realized when I was starting to go through the shawls that were in the hallway in my basket where I pick shawls to use, I didn't have a lot I wanted to pick out of rotation, but I have some. This is one of them. This is something I wove on my Ashford Knitters loom, and I've used the sparkly yarn, as you can tell, and the other yarn is from hedgehog fibers. It was a leftover skein from Boxy I knit, and again it's me and scarves. So this is going in my bin. This is a Hohi Locatelli pattern, and I never wear it, so it could be in here instead of there. This is starting to be get full, and this is also something I never wear because I don't have a lot of clothes that work with blue. So this is also going in here. Some of these might end up in my coffee shop for sale, by the way, just so you know. I'm going to let you know as soon as I decide on putting up shawls or sweaters for sale in there. This is a Casapinka pattern. I'm putting up the names of all the patterns. It's going to take me some time when I edit this to figure out the names of all of them, but I'm going to, because I have a project pages on Ravelry, I can find out even what yarn I used. I could also link to the project pages down below, but I think it's easier for me just to find the designer name and what the design's name is. So that's also going in here. I never wear it. And this is the final one. And this is something I collabed with the designer for this. I dyed up yarn for intentional pooling or designated pooling. I can't remember what it's called. And again, designer, because even I collabed with her, I can't remember her name. I've had almost permanent brain fog for the last 6 months. So that's also going in the bin, and now this bin is completely packed. I also have a cowl, because I have a favorite cowl that I wear all the time. I don't wear any other cowls, but this I might leave in rotation because it's nice having an extra cowl there, so I might just leave that in rotation. So now I'm going to turn the lights off in the meantime, so the poor cat, I'll show you the cat. There the cat is. He is so annoyed with me because I'm making noise. I have put the lights on, so he wants me to leave. So okay, I'm going to leave. I'm going to have lunch. I'll see you later. Coming on here real quick to show you my happy mail. Hubby just got back and he brought some happy mail with it. First of which is this. This is 1.5 kilos of undyed Polworth fiber from Wool Tops. And this is for hand dyeing for my own use. If I feel like I'm good enough at it, I might use hand-dyed fiber for psoriasis or something, but this is something I'm going to do. That has to wait until January, because I haven't got time in December to dye any fiber. And the other thing that came in the mail was this cute little box from Sue. This is from Area 51. And it's called Pink by Any Other Name. It's pink. It's me. So I try to resist not to cast that on. I'm going to put it with my self-striping sock yarns and forget about it. because I have lots of Christmas socks. And the other thing that was in this box with the yarn are these two. She took pictures when she bought these, so I knew they were coming. I was planning on putting them on the Christmas tree, but I think they're a bit too big. I'm going to try, but I might hang them somewhere else. And me being obsessed with The Nightmare Before Christmas, this of course is perfect. So I'll try to find a place to hang these on the tree. We'll see. But they're going up. We have quiz night tonight, so I have to edit this early. I might wait until we come back from quiz night. Uploading it, we'll see. But this is the last time I'm talking on camera today. But because of me talking about the shawls and everything, I think this is going to be one of the longer ones. But I'll see you tomorrow.